I'm Zoly. Are you ready for a beautiful fairy tale? The name of my fairy tale, Twinkle and the Mystery of the Magic Island. Once upon a time, there was a magical island called the Island of the Enchanted Seasons, where the 4 seasons lived together. The island was divided into 4 regions: spring meadows, summer shores, autumn forest and winter peaks, each with its own magic. One of the island's most curious inhabitants was a young owlet called Twinkle. Twinkle loved to look up at the sky every night and watch the shining stars. But there was one star that shone much brighter than the others. It was the big blue star, the star that seemed to speak to those who looked at it. One night, Twinkle decided to solve the mystery of the big blue star. This adventure would take her all over the Enchanted Island of Seasons. His first stop was Spring Meadows. Here, among the flowers, she met a cheerful squirrel named Breezy. Twinkle continued at full speed to tell Breezy about her great interest in the stars. Of course, she did not forget to bombard Breezy with questions.
Breezy, have you ever dreamed of touching the stars?
Yes, Twinkle. I think maybe one day a star will fall and we can catch it. Isn't that crazy?
Said Breezy excitedly. As the two continued to talk about the stars, Breezy said something Twinkle would later reflect on a lot.
Stars inspire us to follow our dreams, Twinkle, just like you.
After Twinkle said goodbye to Breezy, she continued her journey to the summer shores. Here, she met a shimmering crab named Sparkle. Sparkle talked about the stars under the sea and told Twinkle at length about the magic of the sea.
Under the sea is full of its own stars, Twinkle, and each one tells a story.
I wish I could see them too. It's great to know that every star has a story.
Maybe I can't tell you the story of each of them, but I can show you.
Twinkle's eyes lit up with joy.
Really? Let's go now, I can't wait to see them.
The cute crab had said as much. It was beautiful under the sea. Twinkle admired everything he saw and everywhere he went. When she left the summer coast and arrived in the autumn forest, Twinkle met a fox named Whisper. Whisper showed Twinkle the magic of nature as he explained why the leaves turn different colors.
Every leaf changes color with the magic of autumn, Twinkle. Just as the stars shine differently in the sky, nature is indeed a magical painter. Each season paints its own picture.
Twinkle listened attentively to Whisper's story. She liked what she had learned. At her last stop, Winter Peaks, she met a polar bear named Glow. As Glow was talking about the long winter nights and the importance of the stars, Twinkle asked Glow,
Glow, why are the nights so long in winter?
So we can tell more star stories. Twinkle, the longer the night, the closer we are to the stars,
replied Glow. Twinkle had been very happy at the winter summits and had learned a lot of magical knowledge. And making a friend called Glow was beyond all that. At the end of her journey, Twinkle discovered that the great blue star was not just a star. It was a source of power that protected the island of magical seasons and held together the magic of all the seasons. Twinkle's discovery was important information that needed to be shared with all the inhabitants of the island. Through the knowledge she gained and the friendships she made along her journey, Twinkle showed everyone that the Island of Magical Seasons was an even more magical place. And now everyone knew that the big blue star was not only a shining star in the sky, but also the unifying force of the island. Twinkle's adventure taught her and the island's inhabitants the importance of curiosity and discovery, the power of friendship and the magic of nature. And every night, Twinkle and her new friends gathered under the big blue star, telling each other about their adventures and celebrating the beauty of the Enchanted Island of Seasons. This was just the beginning for them. Because each new night would bring them a new story, a new adventure and new secrets to discover. And Twinkle, as always, would be ready to discover them. Again one evening, the inhabitants of the whole island gathered under the great blue star. Twinkle began to speak with a twinkle in her eyes as she looked up at the sky.
The most important thing I have learned on this journey is that each of us is part of our own story, and together we are much stronger. The big blue star is not only a guide, but also a reason for us to unite.
His friends were proud of his words and remembered the magic of the island once again. That night, everyone told different stories from every corner of the island. And each story brought them closer together under the big blue star. The adventures of Twinkle and her friends taught the inhabitants of the Enchanted Island of Seasons the value of curiosity and discovery, friendship and working together. The secret of the island lay not only in the magic of the great blue star, but also in the hearts of each of its inhabitants. And so the story of Twinkle and her friends continued, each night with a new adventure, a new discovery and everlasting friendship. The magical island of seasons was their home and their adventures were endless. Each new day offered them as many possibilities as the stars shining in the sky. This was the story of Twinkle and the Island of Magical Seasons, a story of wonder, friendship and magic. And remember, under every star, there are always new adventures waiting to be discovered. We've come to the end of another story, but don't be sad. I have many more stories to tell you. Goodbye for now until we meet in my next story.